Alrighty, so all the previous videos that I've made in regard to this townhouse, um, they've been made really, really hastily, or they were made like I think one of the ones I sent around Facebook to a few random people. I made them at like, I don't know, 11 p.m. Just trying to be super, super quiet. But anyway, I will take a video now of the townhouse. Some of my wife's slightly crooked pictures, which is okay though. I think I'll start from out here. Yes, it's May the 4th. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Anyway, about 12 days ago, we requested a mail change to this address, and that mailbox is still empty. So, just for the record's sake, you can kind of see some of these places are still new. There's going to be some stuff right there in front of us. So, in about 3 years, when this area right here is developed, we'll be able to be like, oh, when we first moved in, nobody, absolutely nobody was there. Those guys are over there still working. There's another one over there the guys are working in. But anyway, continuing on. I'm really, really a fan of how this front area is here. I mean, it's been known that I've been a purchaser of several Apple devices in my past, and it's kind of nice knowing that really anything that gets delivered here, it's not going to be just kind of sitting out, where people can see it. It's sort of hidden slightly. But anyhow, shut this door. Because, yeah, even though it's May 4th, it's still pretty chilly. Some of these rooms I didn't turn the lights on, but this is computer room / office room. My vision is to have pictures, kind of hard to explain, but there's a series of pictures that were released. It's sort of like, the JPL people, the NASA people at NASA, came out with these photos. Like if you were to travel through the galaxy, like you've got different pictures of like what the different planets would look like and the adventures that you would have. It's sort of more geeky than it sounds, but the pictures are actually really neat. So maybe I'll make another video once I get those put up. There's several of them. They're 2 foot by 3 foot. So anyhow, this was the office room. This is the kind of like the secondary bathroom. By the way, they've got nice tile work. I've actually been showing guests at work the tile work, because I try to explain to them that, if you take a 12 by 12 mosaic tile on the floor, and you put it down, you walk on that and you can crack it. But they were actually pretty smart with how they did these. You've got glass tile, and then you have natural stone embedded in it, so you walk over that and you don't actually have any kind of there's no real risk of damaging it or anything like that. Anyhow, granite countertop in there, mirror, just a standard acrylic shower in this guy. Got this beautiful towel holder that a certain big Italian man just put into the thing for us. Have a little linen closet here. Oh, we got always. Anyway, this thing, we did a couple of different walks to this place. The door was shut and we really didn't see it, so pretty much the day before closing we were like, oh look, this exists. We didn't even know about that. But yeah, some more towel bars. Pretty neat. Kind of go with the decor of the house a little bit. You'll see more about that later. I think I'm going to shut off these lights as I move through this place too, because NIPSCO is not cheap. Anyway, garage with my freshly oil changed Honda Accord. It's pretty much all of the storage stuff. We really still have to go through a lot of that to kind of throw away what we don't need, but nice and big, fits both of our cars. That's going to be, it's actually already a lifesaver. And we've only really been to the store twice, and it's like, my God, you just get your groceries and you come right in, and it's like you don't have to walk up 100 stairs. Anyway, this is the laundry room. Steph's already got a couple of nice little pictures there. Washer and dryer. A little quick story about this. I bought an iMac back in February and ended up returning the thing. Had it mostly paid off, and we decided a washer and dryer were more important. Obviously they are. So ended up building a computer for a fraction of that price, and the amount of money that it costs for these two basically was a wash. We pretty much paid for them almost completely just with the amount of money that was. Kind of goes to show you just how expensive Apple products can be. A lot of my first videos and stuff didn't have the water softener. We actually basically have two: water softener and then another kind of like a rust filter system because of how Super Lake is. So yeah, about 2 weeks and it's already gone down about a foot. So I have to fill up that sucker pretty soon. But yeah, it's the furnace, all that stuff. Extra tiles that the seller of this place left for us. We ended up getting a reverse osmosis system along with the softener, which is this little guy right here. And it seems to fart every time you turn it on. Anyway, moving right along. By the way, this video is being recorded in 4K, so I'm hoping that it translates. I mean, I won't be able to watch it on my monitor, because I bought I actually still am just using my 1080p monitor because I sent my Apple back. Sometimes you must sacrifice. Anyway, just based on some of the things that you might see in this room, you might kind of guess what kind of room this is going to be. Yes, you were right. If you guessed baby's room / a cute place for our niece to sleep when she's here, you were right. Got this crib last weekend, pretty good deal. Assembled it in about an hour. And now Victoria can stay over. It's like so many rooms and so many things. Like I think this 4K video, I figured it out. I can only record 29 minutes based on how much available storage I have left over. But yeah, this is coat closet, I guess we're calling it for now. Steph and I were really just always have been wowed by this place. I know I keep telling the story, but we pretty much saw this place about a year ago and kind of fell in love with it, and actually realized that if we just pay some certain things off, like student loans, and not really quite cut back, just kind of make better deals as far as our Comcast and cell phone plans and stuff go, we can afford it. And we can afford it for pretty much the same amount of money that was going out the door before. So, moving right along, got a little bulletin board that Steph put up there with a certain cute girl next to Steph. Steph has sort of made this little area here our shrine. We pretty much always had this vision too. When we were in Mexico, we didn't necessarily know that we would have this place, obviously, because, we didn't even necessarily have a buyer. We listed our place in July of 15, and we didn't even have a buyer for it until really right after Christmas. So, we had already gotten home, but once we knew about this place that we were, the seller was gonna accept our offer, we sort of created some different pictures from the Mexico trip, our wedding renewal vows. We have the book there with our pictures, our sand. If you've ever done one of those ceremonies, you'll know what the sand is for, obviously. A couple of more slightly crooked pictures on the wall. Actually, they look better now, but anyway, fireplace, random things. My wife has made it known very clearly that she does not want to live in a dungeon, so the curtain that you see there on the door is kind of a light filtering one. Granite countertops. Some reasonably higher end appliances. I don't know if it definitely seem like they're really nice. They work well, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Got the travertine tile in the back. We basically sell that at the store. And then these awesome cabinets that we now have a lot of space to store things where we never had that before. This whole thing is, floor's creaking a little bit. Whole thing's been sort of a shift for us because we went from 890 square feet to this, This is about 1,800 square feet, so. So, looking outside, our grill, literally right outside the patio door. And before, the process we had to do before was we would walk outside, walk 50 feet to the garage, open up the garage, and then use the grill. We've used the grill almost more since we've been here in 2 weeks than the whole time we've had it. And that's been 10 years. So, yeah, just to give you an idea. So, looking back there, straight ahead, pretty much about half of those units there have been sold. The other half have not been, so pretty much at one point this whole thing is going to be developed, so maybe it'll be a nice thing to look back on eventually, and maybe we'll have a neighbor. But right now I've told a few different people at work that we're kind of on an island by ourselves right now. So we were fully ready for the idea of having neighbors at some point, which I really don't care about. We had neighbors at the condo building too, and we just learned to deal with them. But anyway, the Menards rug on the floor, all the Menards blinds, the 2.5-inch forward blinds. My amazing brother-in-law and my amazing father-in-law came over and put up the TV mount. So pretty neat. It actually will support all the way up to about a 80 to 85 inch TV, up to about 220 pounds. So it's going to be good because obviously we'll probably eventually get something larger. Plus that TV there, we've actually had that since Thanksgiving Day of 2009. So, and honestly, the picture is still perfect after so many moves and how many times it's been handled. So yeah, this place is definitely a work in progress as far as the decorating goes. We have some things to straighten out, like pictures on the wall and stuff like that. Oh, I shouldn't have come in here because the bed's not made. Sort of something that happens, but anyway, happens when you work a lot of hours and stuff. But anyhow, it's the master. Personally, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be changing these blinds in here, or I'm going to have to start going to sleep earlier, one of the two, because by about 7 or 8 in the morning, if, like say I'm working at 10, it gets sort of annoying. They're considered a room darkening blind, but they're not a blackout blind by any means, and I do love my sleep. But yeah, that right there would be the location. We already have a Comcast box set up on the dresser there. That'd be the location for the TV, another TV, I should say. Probably would just move that one from the living room in here, and then put the new one out there. And finally, one of the places, or one of the parts of the place, I should say, really piqued Steph and my interest. By the way, that's a pretty neat bottom up, top down blind. Cellular shade. Sorry, I'm a flooring manager, so anything that's involving floors or window treatments, I'm always looking at. But yeah, this is another stock one from Menards that we actually started stocking in December or something like that. Pretty neat. Bottom up, top down cellular from stock. It's not a common thing, by the way. So, but yeah, there's another towel bar. Some more granite. Giant ass mirror. Ooh, sorry, I said the word ass. Tub. It's got a little bit of residue. Steph actually just bleached out the jets that are in there, so there's probably a little bit of residue from that. And pretty much my personal favorite thing of this whole thing is this glass shower. Has tons of room in it. It's got, the granite around it. Also has the, let me just open this up. Getting a lot of, there we go. But yeah, it's got like a glass, not glass, but a granite bench. Sorry, I've got like 3 hours of sleep last night, so tile pretty much goes all the way up. You can kind of see the same color scheme as a lot of the towel bars. It's kind of like that rub bronze. So, and yes, every single day since we've lived here, I have squeegeed off that glass since we've had it. And I'm going to continue to do that because in 10 years, I want it to look exactly like it does now. So, what else? Oh, right. So, last but not least, is a giant walk-in closet. And by giant, I mean giant. If you actually take the square footage of this room, it is almost as much as my office room was at the condo. Pretty close anyway. Within, I'm going to kind of pan past them, but these are kind of set up little baskets for our clothes. Don't need to be seeing any of my underwear. Nobody needs to see that. But yeah, that's the other side right there. I think that's about it. But yeah, this is another view of the outside. Maybe as soon as the weather warms up a little bit, I'll go out there and do a external view of the place. But that's about all for now, I guess. Just wanted to take a video, something a little bit more in depth than whatever I've already taken. So, all right, see you later.